Hey! Welcome back to our next episode of Anxiety with a Shot of Giggles.
Yes. And what's in the cup today?
Just water.
Yeah, just water today.
Because we're going to talk about
Some health.
some health.
Yeah.
All right. So
Some health tips and tricks.
Yes.
Because as women, we get older, and I'm perimenopausal. Is it perimenopausal? No, I'm postmenopausal. What are you? Are you?
Yes.
You've already gone through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
already gone through the menopause. Okay. So, you have to be more health conscious, I feel like, and your hormones are like up and down and all around. And
Yeah.
so we're going to talk a little bit about supplements, which this girl right here, Matrace, knows all about this stuff. I barely
learning.
know anything.
I'm learning. But it's everything from, I was thinking, like, you know how, like, whenever you're younger, they're like, respect your elders. No, I'm not going to consider us an elder. But when you think about it, we have been through the gamut of life. So hormonally, starting your cycle when you're, 12, 13, 14 years old, whatever, having babies.
Blossoming into a flower. That's what I like to tell the kids.
Yes, and having babies.
Yes.
And then what that looks like after you have babies.
Yep.
Then going through life and then being where we're at now. Like
Yes.
we know what worked and didn't work.
Yes.
So we can try and like give advice or
Yes.
and my main thing is like you have to experiment. That's the crazy thing about the human body is what works for one doesn't work for another.
Exactly.
But you have to do that. Like we were just
Exactly.
talking about skin.
Oh my. Kiki.
Okay.
Oh, Kiki.
Welcome our guest.
This is Kiki Mama. This is Kiki.
Okay.
Oh.
That scared me a little bit. There you
Welcome,
go.
Kiki.
See?
She's
But I
our
didn't
guest
pee
for
my
today.
pants. See that when you're
Ooh,
our age,
that's true.
You might pee your pants when you get scared like that. But we were talking about skin. And we were talking about, like, even the difference in our skin because I found this product. And I'm like, oh, I kind of like it. And she's like, I have really, really dry skin. And so just trying to figure out.
So what you're saying is what works for one person doesn't work for another.
Right.
And so we are trying to right now balance hormones, take care of our skin and our bodies and this and that. And so that's our focus for today because it causes us anxiety.
It does. It totally causes us anxiety. Now,
Yes.
I like to use the word biohack, where we biologically trick our bodies into believing that we are young and powerful and we can keep up with 20 and 30-year-olds.
So you're talking about doing that with supplements? Because I try to do it with my brain.
Yeah, so all of that. So top number one things we have to be doing is drinking lots of water and getting lots of sleep. That so
Okay.
you're talking about brain function,
Yes,
we have
yes.
to be doing that.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
I feel like we can experiment with other things. So you and I both work out. You and I both work out.
I'm sorry. I just told her to look at the camera because sometimes we get to focusing on each other. In this podcast, we're supposed to be looking at you guys because, you're the audience and we want you to see our faces. So
Exactly. So now I have to try and remember what I was saying.
I know.
But I think what was I saying? Something about supplements and just
You were on a
hacking our
roll and I
bodies.
messed it
I know
up.
she messed me up. That's okay. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
We were, the top things: water and sleep, all that good stuff. And then from there, what do we
Yes.
do? So I was saying we both work out.
Yep.
And that is so important because our body needs
Yes.
these muscles around our skeletal system. Look, make no
Yes.
mistake about it. It's not to look like Barbie.
Right.
It is because the stronger we are, we know that things go. Maybe our balance goes. Maybe,
Yes.
heck, I fell on snot at my school. Walking down the hallway, shoot, slipped and fell. Girl, I had the best volleyball roll that ever was. But it's because I work out.
Exactly.
And any other person, and this was at another school I worked at, so no, all the people at my school here I'm at now are very healthy.
Yeah.
They would have broken a hip.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're younger. Most of them were younger than me. But my
Right.
thing is like we have to be strong so that our
Yes.
skeletal system stays intact.
And you
when
told
we
me
have-
something recently about like the muscles and something about the brain. The muscles like Did you tell me something like that? I can't
Well,
remember now
just-
exactly what it was.
Well, they're all connected.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of like when you have muscular strength and your muscles are strong, it feeds your brain.
Yes, that's what you were
it-
saying. Yes,
you know,
yes,
it feeds
yes.
your brain. And so
I didn't really know that.
So creatine is another, creatine, a lot of us hear about it because it went through a phase
This was
where
a
like
supplement.
supplement, bodybuilders might use it and we think, oh, it's to get bulky. It's actually, for women, it is fantastic for
Creatine.
hormone balance.
Oh my
So if
gosh,
you're like
I haven't
highs
even
and
tried it.
lows emotionally, and I found this out by accident. I started taking. I'm like, wow, like I am able to handle this day.
And
'Cause
this is like a natural thing.
right, yeah. Our body already produces it, but as we get older, it produces
Oh.
less of it.
She's so smart.
And this is all stuff that like I'm, beg, borrow, steal. It's the teacher's creed. So that's what I do. I just read and research, and because and I still fall
A wealth
short.
of knowledge.
I still fall short.
Oh, please, whatever.
But with this creatine,
Yes.
so like my 13-year-old's taking it too because he is trying to increase strength and muscle mass. But what I found is it was like totally like I felt like, wow, this is great. And then I started doing research, and they're actually recommending that women, especially over 40,
Yes.
take creatine because it's a hormone balancer, or
Oh,
it
wow.
helps balance the brain and balance the muscles and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Plus, it helps with your strength. So if you're working out anyways, you're gonna get a double whammy. You're
So
gonna
what
feel
kind
good.
of form do they have it in? Is it like a powder? Is it a pill? Is it what is it?
I think you can get it in the pill form. I take it in the powder form, so it's like
Okay.
a little scoop. Oh, and so I have to say this. So
Yes.
the 30-30-30. So this is something I heard too. So within 30 minutes of waking up, you should eat 30 grams of protein.
This is a whole new thing. You just jumped over to something different.
Well, but I'm going to go back to that because I throw my creatine in there.
Within
So-
30 minutes, 30 grams of protein. So my premier protein shakes have 30 grams of protein. But I need to do that within 30 minutes of waking up.
that's what they say. That's a biohack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biohack.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I'm learning so much.
So-
this is the Tracy show today, by the way. I'm so thankful for it.
I love sharing. I learn by sharing, and then now as I'm saying stuff, I'm like, oh, I need to go make sure that this, and this. But so what I do is I do my scoop of protein, and then I put my creatine in with it, shake it up, chug it, done for the day.
So
And
what
it-
were you saying? 30 minutes of waking up, 30 grams of protein, and what's the other 30?
30 deep breaths.
Oh, okay, we missed that.
30
Okay,
deep breaths.
30
It oxygenates.
In through the nose, out through the mouth. As much as you can take in.
Yeah. So
Oh, 30, 30, 30. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am learning so much. I know you guys must be.
And here's what I say to people, and this is where I started, is just pick one thing. Just pick one thing. If the only thing you do is wake up and drink 30 grams of protein and take 30 deep breaths, you're going to feel it.
Yes.
And then you're going to add in your 30 minutes of
Yes.
exercise. And then you're going
Yes.
to add in like another supplement. You were talking about you take something.
Oh yeah, turmeric. Okay, so I have like a terrible back. I have so many things wrong with my back and herniated discs, degenerative disc disease, twisting of the vertebra, and anyways, there's like 5 different things that I have going on. I'm 54 years old and I've already lost 1.5 inches of height because of my spine. So, anyways, one of the things that I was recommended to me was starting to take turmeric, and I could not believe how much that helped. That is one of the main things that I take for my back, and it's very, very helpful.
It's an anti-inflammatory, and it's all
Yes,
natural.
that's what it is. Yeah.
So when you take Advil, and of course Tylenol, but Advil, any NSAID, Tylenol, Aleve, all that, they have to be processed through your liver. Well, by the time you're our age, our liver's been through a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're drinking water today, though.
That's right. Yeah.
but like last time.
last time. So turmeric though is naturally processed through your body and absorbed versus having to be like a toxin processed out. So then it not only gets to your nerve endings or wherever it is to reduce the inflammation quicker, it's also a more natural way to do it. So that's really cool. Another
my
thing about
gosh.
turmeric, this is something I don't know if there's research behind this.
Yes.
But I got my husband to start taking it.
Yeah?
And he doesn't have indigestion anymore. So he doesn't have to take like that Prilosec stuff, which kills all your gut bacteria.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Daddy, you better listen to this. Turmeric.
Yeah.
My daddy has had some of those issues in the past, and he has to take that stuff sometimes, or he used to anyways. I think he still does.
Yeah.
So many people have that, but there's so many natural things, and we're going to share more because she is like a genius when it comes to this stuff. Like, I am learning so much from her because she's so interested and passionate about it. And I think it's amazing. To be quite honest, you guys, like, I do a lot of supplements. I have a lot of vitamins, okay? But it's like a handful of pills, basically. It's vitamins, though. It's supposed to be natural.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's good. I do stay healthy. My back doesn't bother me as much, which I also took some weight off, so weight can, not be good for that. But I take a lot of supplements every time because my back has been so bad. Every time somebody said, well, you might try this, and you might try that, and you might try this, and I would just add it. So calcium, another thing. I have a history in my family of, brittle bones as you get older and stuff like that. So those are some of the things that I do. But, yeah, Tracy's a wealth of knowledge in this.
Well, and what's nice is she says that, but here's the deal. Whenever we start having conversations, we learn from each other, right?
Yeah.
We learn from each other. So she's telling me things that she's taking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I do that, but I don't do it like that, but I'm going to try it like that. Or I'm taking calcium. I'm not taking calcium. And so then it sparks like a thought process of doing it.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's just kind of that initial like, oh, somebody said it, let me investigate it. So before we close out, I'm going to say that I'm getting ready to try. Never done this. Now, I put lion's mane in my water, which is a mushroom. But I'm going to start drinking mushroom coffee. I've never done it.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to like it.
They had it in a coffee.
They do. And I'll bring some and let you try
because
it.
I like coffee. I'm not as much of a tea person, which I have seen it, with the teas and stuff.
So I don't know. It may be really gross. They say it's really good for you. I'm going to see if I can feel it. Because obviously we can't scan our body and know if it's really doing anything. And don't you do
the collagen thing too?
I do put collagen.
Collagen is good for skin and stuff. I did it for a little bit, but I've got to revamp everything after today. I'm revamping, guys.
Me too. In fact, she's inspired me because she wakes up at like 4:30 in the morning and works out. And I was doing that for a while, and then I fell off the bandwagon. And dadgummit, like
we're getting back.
We have to stay healthy, guys, so that we live as long as we can, and
not live as long, but live a good life. Like quality. Be able to quality, enjoy our lives. And so, and plus, just as we get older, there's so much pain in our bodies. And just to be able to release some of that pain in any way is so amazing. We are exceeding our time. We're going to have to go. We have much more to talk about with this. We're going to say more stuff later about the supplement thing because I feel like we could go on and on.
Yeah, drop a comment. All right, that's it for now.
Okay, thank you guys for joining, and goodbye from Anxiety with a shot of
giggles.
Giggles.